So today we are taking a look at the role of ethics in business communication. What is right? What is wrong? So what do you understand by ethics? What do you understand by morals? What is ethics? What is ethics? What is ethical communication? Have you ever heard this word ethics?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
क्या है? Ethics क्या होता है?
Culture.
Not actually culture.
Rules and regulation.
Yes. Ethics means what is good. Unethical, something which is not good. So, Abhijit, what is ethical communication?
Ma'am, ethical communication means. Ma'am, I don't know.
Ethics, you are saying rules and regulations. What is
Yes,
the what are the rules and regulations of communication? What is good about ethics and how should you communicate? This is something which is good. And what you
Just
should-
like for formal use in the organization.
no, not formal. Ethical communication, we'll take a look at what is what, and then you can make a presentation on the role of ethics in communication for your PowerPoint presentation. So let us, I'm sharing the slide with you. Rajvi is entering right now. So what is the role of ethics in communication? How should we communicate? How should we behave? What are the things which are important when you are working in an organization? Or what does it take to be a good person? Are you ethical? Or are you, why, Rohit, you're smiling? So let us take a look at the role of ethics in communication. So, the role of ethics. Hello. The class cannot continue like this. Please mute. How can we want any orchestra at this time? So the role of ethics in organizational communication. Here we have put the word organizational. It means when you are working in an organization, in any business house, what is the role of ethics in intra-organizational communication? Intra-organizational, within the organization, within any company, within any business house. Why ethics? As we said, ethics is very important. Ethics, we can summarize ethics and sum it up as something which you should do, the good in communication, the good in behavior, whatever is required in behavior, the rules and regulations which are there, that has to be taken into account. Ethics means something which you have to do, something which you are required to do, something which you are expected to do. So what is the philosophical aspect of ethics? The philosophical of what is right and what is wrong. This is ethics. What is right and wrong? A term we know, but not sure how many of us follow it. We've been learning this from early childhood. Don't do this when you are preschool, your preschool days. Don't do this, don't do that, don't come, don't go there, don't talk to this person. So we have got the set of rules from the very beginning, the do's and the don'ts, the rights and the wrongs. And we carry this to our schools. In school, you're made to sit and realize why this is wrong and why you should not be doing it. Like, do not touch anybody's things. We learn all these things in the beginning of life. Do not shout. Do not disturb others. So these are the things which are the ethical aspects of. So the philosophical of what is right. This is what we are taught in our homes, in our families, in schools, and in colleges. So a term we know, we all know this, that we should not do this. But then how many of us are following it? How many of us are following the ethical code of what is right? How many of us are doing things what are right, what we should be doing? And how many of us are avoiding what we should not be doing? Think about it. Ethics is knowing the difference between what you have a right to do. The difference between what you have a right to do and what is right to do. Okay, you may be the eldest sibling in your class, in your house. So that does not give you a right to do whatever you want to, whatever you want to do. If you're running a business house, it does not mean you are the top position, so you can do whatever you want to. You have the right to turn out anyone. You have the right to recruit anyone. You are the top boss. So nobody will be questioning you. But okay, you have the right. But do you know what is right to do? आपका ये हक बनता है, आप कुछ भी कर लें. आप उस पोजीशन में हैं, आप कुछ भी कर सकते हैं. कुछ भी. माय राइट. कर्तव्य बनता है मेरा. मेरा ये राइट है, हम कुछ भी कर सकते हैं. किसी को भी हटाएं, किसी से कुछ कैसे भी बात करें. मेरी मर्जी. आई एम द बॉस अराउंड. But the difference between having the right to do something and doing what is right to do. So ethics is knowing in a very fine line, बहुत thin line जो separate करता है, having the right to do and doing things right. If you know the difference, you know what is ethics. Ethics and communication. How is it going to help you in the long run? So ethics helps to create long-lasting positive effects in an organization. It helps you to create a long-lasting what? Positive effect in an organization. Everything is possible with good behavior. Everything is possible with good communication. Second point, it boosts your confidence. If you're doing something which is right, if you know what you're saying, if you know how you're saying, if you know what is right, knowledge itself boosts your confidence. So the first point is it creates a long-lasting, a positive effect. It, of course, an interpersonal communication also is attached with it, with ethical behavior. The third is it has the ability to attract and retain highly talented individuals. Ethics is something which in itself is very positive. The word ethics is positive in itself. It creates an aura of positivity. So, and it has the ability to attract and retain. It means people would like to work with you. People would like to come to you. People would like to work in your organization, in your group, with you as the leader. So it has the ability to attract and retain highly talented individuals. Aids in maintaining a positive reputation within the community. So it helps in maintaining a positive reputation within the community and builds a positive corporate culture. So ethics in communication First point, it creates a long-lasting positive effect. It boosts confidence. It has the ability to attract other people in your group, other talented, who are talented people in your group, and aids in maintaining a positive reputation. Plus, it builds a positive work culture, corporate culture. Can anybody answer what is communication? Can anybody answer what is communication and what is effective and ineffective communication?
Ma'am, changing the thoughts, views of from one another person is known as communication.
Exchanging, okay. Changing information, ideas, thoughts. So when we communicate, we share our thoughts, we share our feelings. It can be through verbal or non-verbal communication, isn't it? So the word communication means interaction between two or more individuals. Try to keep your definitions short, crisp, simple. So the word communication means interaction between two or more individuals or individuals and society at large. And here ethics comes into the picture. So when you are interacting, when you are speaking with two or more individuals, you have to be very particular about what you are speaking, how you are speaking, what is your body language, what is your tone. Am I being offensive? How will I be understood? What will be the effect on others? Here, this is where ethics comes in. So if you're aware of your um, communication, of your vocabulary, of the words that you're using, of the tone, of your body language, if you are aware of it, if you're aware of the fact that yes, what repercussion will it be? How will the others react to my statements or my communication? If you know this, you'll know how to use it. So ethics is a set of principles which guide an individual behavior. So if you are all up with your ethics, if you know your principles, if you know the set of principles, so ethics in itself will guide you. Will guide you, will guide your behavior, will put a check on your words. So ethics is a set of principles which guide an individual behavior with respect to society and others. So we are guided by our attitude, we are guided by our code of ethics. What is the role of ethics in communication? Ethics and communication are inseparable. You cannot take out ethics from communication. You cannot take out ethics from behavior. You cannot take out ethics from any organization, whether you're speaking or you're writing. Every move you make is measured by your ethics, measured by you as a person. So ethics will decide what kind of a person you are. So ethics and communication are inseparable. You cannot separate them. Like when we are speaking, we don't have much choices. Either we are in a good mood, so we speak good, or either we are speaking bad. Either it's good or evil. There are no two other things. We only have two choices when we are speaking. Either we are communicating love. Love means mutual respect, understanding, consideration for others. when we are praising, when we are happy, when we are listening, we are communicating good. But when we are blaming, the blame game, the blame, the sarcastic comments, the feedback which can never go right, anything which demotivates, anything which cuts people down, anything which makes people like, I am a big zero, I cannot do this. You are all the time speaking. We are all the time speaking with one person or the other. Either we are speaking or we're writing messages 24/7. This is going on in our mind. It's a continuous process. Remember, we just have two choices. Either we are speaking, either we are expressing love or we are expressing hate. In business house, in business communication, there are a lot of ways to decline, a lot of ways to show that you have not, to give feedback, which can be rather motivating. But then the only two choices that we have, either we are speaking to make others feel happy, or we are speaking to make others feel bad. There's no third choice. The communication and ethics are inseparable. So they are interrelated. So one must respect opinion of others. Okay, it is possible that you may not agree with a lot of people all the time. So you cannot disagree with them all the time as well. What you have to do, listen to them, show respect. There has got to be respect for others. One must respect opinions of others. Even if you do not agree with them, listen to them. Why create a ruckus? Why indulge into an argument? That is never going to help. One must have mutual respect. It means respect the opinion of others, respect the person you're speaking to. Mutually. If you want to give respect, if you want to gain respect, give respect first. One must respect their culture. Do not make fun of any culture, any work culture. Do not put in your views and thoughts. Listen, abide by the rules, adapt the culture that you are, the work culture that you are, that you have newly joined, work culture of any organization. So one must respect their culture, their behavior. One must restrain oneself from immoral behavior. What is immoral behavior? Fighting, disagreeing, debating, arguing, throwing tantrums, showing your temper around, putting your weight around. So you have to check on these. So there's no time, there is no space for emotion in an organizational house, in a business house. You cannot show your temper. So Warren Buffett. It takes 20 years to build a reputation. Yes, Abhijit.
Yes,
Put
ma'am.
there.
What-
Yeah. Read the slide. I see a
It
smile.
takes, it takes 20 years to build a reputation and 5 minutes to win it. It means that 20 years we build our career, and just a 5 minute we destroy our lives. If you
Excuse
think
me.
about that, you will do think differently.
Okay. So it takes 20 years to build a reputation. Years and years, decades. Like you're talking about decades, like 20 years to build a reputation. And in just 5 minutes, you can ruin everything with your unethical communication. If you're bad mouthed, if you show your tantrums around, if you're not doing things that you should be doing, if you're not speaking the way you should be speaking. So with one go, with one blow, you are going to ruin everything. So and then he sums it up by if you think about that, you'll do things differently. It means you would never speak an unethical word. If that is going to damage your reputation or 20 years, you will think twice before speaking. So what is the thumb rule? Our words and actions affect everyone around us. Our words and actions affect everyone around us. Like even the animals are affected. If you have a pet, if you shout, they will never come to you. If you have abused them, if you have hit them, in a family, there are a lot of people, and everybody cannot be pet lovers. Suppose if one person does not like, the pet will spend the rest of the time never coming to that person. They're so sensitive. So our words and actions affect everyone around us. And our professional decisions involves ethics. What decision you have to be taking that involves ethics. And we need to maintain trust. All this is done only by the thumb rule. Ethics refers to a set of rules that describes acceptable conduct in society. Something which is acceptable, something what you should be doing in society. It speaks about the right way of living. So ethics also speaks about the right way of living. Ethics is not just how we think and act. It is also about character. Character drives what we do when no one is looking. Now, when nobody is around, your parents will tell you to study and you are alone. If you have that kind of a character, you will do things what is right. You will sit and study. It's not that when the cat is away, the mice is at play. No. You must always forget the right thing that you're doing. कोई नहीं देख रहा चलो कुछ भी कर सकते हैं. Parents are not around. When you're working, your manager or your boss is not around. So you cannot do anything you want to. But a person with strong character will do the things which he's supposed to do. So character drives what we do when no one is looking. When nobody is looking, the Almighty is always there. And if you're God-fearing, you will never even think about doing something wrong. So being honest to oneself is the key word. So if you're honest to yourself, if you're honest to your organization, if you're honest to the people around you, if you're honest with yourself, honesty is the keyword. And the role of ethics in communication, we already have that. Being honest in all communications. It's not that you'll be honest with one person and you'll be dishonest with somebody else. You listen to Mr. X and you will not listen to Mr. Y. Keeping confidential information confidential. Ethics also is not letting out any secret. Keeping confidential, something which has to be kept a secret, keep it a secret. Don't spill the beans. Don't tell the secret to others. And creating a bond and improving interpersonal relation. So the role is immense. You create a bond, you improve interpersonal communication and relations. Interpersonal relations can be maintained only with ethical communication. So maintaining an amicable environment. With ethics, you can maintain a friendly environment. A workable work ethics will be good. Amicable means friendly. Work environment will be good. Work ethics will be good. So, and the significance of ethics in communication is ethics helps build better relations, generates a positive energy, enhances good work culture, and happy people work together. Happy people work together, work better. Teamwork. Teamwork is a dream work. And intra-organizational communications, what is it? Intra means within or inside. Intra-organizational means within an organization. This would mean that people or departments within an organization are working together. And I guess you already know the 7 C's of communication. Clarity, when you're speaking, be clear, be simple. Consciousness, get to the point. Conciseness. Do not delay, come to the point, be short, keep it simple. Concreteness, there has to be something which is concrete, not anything in the air, something which has weight. Completeness, it means no necessary information should be missing. Correctness, facts and proofreading, whatever you are speaking, it should be correct. Proofreading your thoughts is something which is must. And courtesy, stepping into the audience's shoes, it means behave, speak in a way in which you want to be, the way you want to be spoken, the way you want to be dealt. Do unto others as you would do to yourself. So this was the role of ethics. So now, what is the role of ethics? I would like you to prepare a speech on this. The role of ethics in intra-organizational setup. I would like to ask you to each and every one of you to make a presentation on the role of ethics in communication for Saturday, right? Right?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So that's it for today. And yeah, I've taken your attendance.